Payable. Say it again. Liabilities. Capital. Owner's equity. Drawing. Owner's equity. Okay? So at least we know where everything goes, right? Now the design of the balance sheet, this one is set up into two sides. So we can actually do assets equals liability plus owner's equity and have the numbers equal at the bottom. You can have a document that basically has, it just looks like this, the whole document, and it's going all the way down the page, and you assets are at the top, then liabilities, then owner's equity, okay? So just two different layouts. You might see it differently, different places. Most likely you're going to see a full page, assets at the top, liabilities below that, because most companies have more than will fit side by side. Okay. So title at the top, who, what, when. Looking at 7.2 on your own, working together is all pro painters. What is a balance sheet? And when is just the date. So this is April 30th. Okay, now balance sheet is only good for that day. If we did this on April 29th, it might be different. If we did this on May 1st, it could be different. Okay, so that's why we don't use for the month ended or anything like that, because this is only good for this day. Because things are changing constantly, right? We're spending cash. We're buying supplies. We'll do other things tomorrow which would change all of this. So it's only good for this one day. Okay? All right, so we'll start over here with a heading for assets, and then we'll just list them. So cash, petty cash, AR for G. Mackerman, AR for R. Wu, supplies, prepaid insurance. Okay, and then we're just bringing those numbers down from the balance sheet column. Again, it doesn't matter where it is, debit or credit. We're just putting in the numbers. Okay, now for the balance sheet, we can't really use the totals that are up here because we've got some random things like drawing is over here, right? That's part of this, so that doesn't work. So we'll actually have to add all these up. Let me hear those calculators going. We do have a total line, so total assets. $6,795. Okay. Go to the other side, liabilities. And we've got two accounts payable for Belmont and Largents. Okay, we'll pull those numbers off of our worksheet. we'll have total liabilities. Okay, those two added together, 765. Okay, then we're going to have owner's equity. And our owner is Dwight Sunding. Okay, and then we're going to put a little star right here. Okay, and the reason I'm going to put the star is because this capital right here that came from our ledgers, that was the owner making an investment, right? Every time we saw a transaction, the owner made an investment in the business. An owner made the investment in the business. We added to that, right? Okay, what happened if the owner withdrew money? We subtracted, well, we're eventually going to subtract. That's what we're about to do. But what did we, when we said paid cash to the owner? What accounts did we use? Drawing, okay? So here's the drawing amount, right? So to get an accurate number for capital, we really do have to subtract the drawing, okay? And the drawing's not going to necessarily go in our balance sheet. Okay, we really don't want to tell the world how much the owner pulled out, right? Okay, so we don't want it there. And then what about the net income and the profit? Who did I say gets that? Who gets the net income? The owner, right? If it's our profit, the owner gets that, okay? So we're going to take our net income and we're going to transfer it to the capital as well, all right, for our balance sheet, okay? So for this number, we're actually going to calculate. We're going to take, y'all may have more space on this side of the page than I do. So we're going to take the worksheet capital minus the drawing plus the net income. And that's going to equal the balance sheet capital. Okay, so we're going to take the 3,500 minus the 1,200 plus the 3,730. Okay, and that's going to equal what we put right there. So 3,500 minus 1,200 plus 3,730 is 6,030. Okay, so this and this match up. That's where it's coming from. Okay, so now this side of the equation is assets equals liability plus owner's equity, right? So here's our liability, here's our owner's equity. We add 6,030 plus 765, and we get 6,795. Do they equal? Right? So I'm going to tell you what. This is what we're really supposed to do. We're just really supposed to have those on the same line, just so visually they're on the same line. 6795. Now we can double roll because they equal. Okay. Now, if you had just put the number, the 3,500 right there, and then did the math, they wouldn't have equaled. So hopefully that's your signal to remember, oh yeah, I got to go take out the drawing and add the net income. Okay? Don't want to forget that part. Okay, I'm going to flip back to 7-1 real quick. All right, where did that 5,800 come from? The worksheet, right? Okay, so if you want to do this, I'm just going to connect these so you can see where those numbers are coming from, if you feel like you need to. Okay, all of our expenses, right? All of our expenses from the worksheet there. Okay, everything else was calculated. Okay, balance sheet, all our assets, right here, match up here, our liabilities, okay, and then our owner's equity is the calculation. So we know where that number's coming from. All right.